is resting where the water meets the day. The little island in the distance has nothing left to say. Palm leaves draw their shadows on the edge of an empty chair. I set the hours down beside me and leave them lying there. This is where the sea lets go of every weight I used to know. No road to follow, no place to prove, only the water finding room. The farther that the shoreline grows, the less I need to hold so close. Out past the noise, the world moves slow. This is where the sea lets go. A quiet boat is cutting through the blue without a sound. Its narrow trail is there a moment, then softly smooths itself out. The sunlight breaks in pieces, drifting farther from the land. Nothing here is asking me to understand. I thought I needed answers written clearly in the sand, but every wave removes them before they reach my hands. This is where the sea lets go of every weight I used to know. No road to follow, no place to prove, only the water finding room. The farther that the shoreline grows, the less I need to hold so close. Out past the noise, the world moves slow. This is where the sea lets go. Maybe it is simply this: a chair beneath the palms, a horizon without edges, and a day that does not ask what I will become tomorrow. Here is where the sea lets go of all the hours I carried home. No need to name what disappears, the tide can take it anywhere. The island fades into the light, the sky grows wider in my eyes. I breathe until the distance clears and let the water finish here. Beyond the quiet shoreline, the daylight lingers on the sea. Every wave keeps rolling gently, like it has all the time it needs. The breeze is moving through the palm leaves, drawing shadows on the sand. I leave another restless question to disappear without a plan. Nothing here is asking for tomorrow, nothing rushes toward the night. Even silence feels much warmer when the water catches light. I don't count the miles behind me, I don't measure where they end. Some places ask you to keep moving, this one lets your heart descend into moments growing softer, into skies that open wide. Far beyond the shore, I find a lighter way to breathe, where the hours lose their hurry, like the waves beside my feet. Far beyond the shore, the wind remembers every name, it carries all the heavy echoes, somewhere they no longer stay. Every color feels much brighter, every thought becomes more slow. I never knew how little I needed until I watched the ocean flow. Clouds are drifting without knowing where the afternoon will end. Tiny boats become like brushstrokes, floating on the blue again. The island waits without a promise, still it never feels alone. Every tide returns with patience. Every ripple finds its home. I can hear the distance breathing far beyond the edge of sound. Sometimes peace is only waiting where no answers can be found. If tomorrow finds this coastline, it can borrow what remains. I'll leave today's small expectations somewhere out among the waves. The sea has never tried to change me, it simply lets me look around long enough to notice how gently life can settle down. Far beyond the shore, I don't need another reason. Only watch the water dancing with an easy kind of peace. Far beyond the shore, the sky grows wider as I go. Every step becomes much lighter than the one I knew before. When the evening meets the ocean and the sunlight fades from blue, I'll bring home this quiet feeling, like the tide returning to. Far beyond the shore, I know exactly where I've been, not because I reached an island, but because I found the wind within.
Salt on my sleeves from the breeze that stayed all day. Tiny drops of summer never seem to fade away. The water keeps on laughing underneath the afternoon. Light is dancing slowly to an easy little tune. Nothing feels important when the tide begins to shine. Even empty moments find a place beside mine. Maybe all I needed was a little room to see how the quiet pieces still belong to me. Salt on my sleeves, sunlight in my hands. Every little wave understands. Nothing has to hurry, nothing has to change. The sea keeps writing circles in the blue again. Salt on my sleeves, a smile I didn't plan. Somehow every gentle breeze knows exactly where I am. A sail becomes a white line melting into open skies. Clouds keep drifting farther without ever asking why. Footprints disappear before I think to turn around. Still I know this moment will be waiting in the sound. The island grows much smaller, but the feeling never leaves. Somewhere in the distance, summer quietly breathes. If I carry anything when this day is through, may it be the stillness painted into blue. A sky without a deadline, a heart without a race. The smallest bit of sunlight still finds its place. Salt on my sleeves, the color of the sea stays a little longer than it has to be. Every quiet heartbeat moves with every tide, leaving only peaceful waves where restless thoughts would hide. Salt on my sleeves, I'll take this day along, long after every shoreline becomes another song.
Could the smallest island be enough for just one day? With nothing but the quiet and the waves to guide the way. No traffic in the distance, no voices passing through. Only scattered seashells keeping little pieces of blue. The afternoon keeps folding into softer shades of gold. Even the breeze grows gentler before the evening takes hold. I came here with a crowd in mind, too full to notice where I'd been. The scene never asked me questions, it simply let me settle in. Every tide keeps teaching without saying a word. Sometimes all the answers are the ones we've never heard. The smallest island doesn't need to call my name, still it somehow welcomes every part of me the same. The smallest island has no promises to keep, only sky above me and the endless breathing sea. Every quiet moment finds another place to stay, like sunlight on the shoreline, slowly warming up the day. Tiny shadows wander under slowly swaying trees. Light reflects in circles across the calm and open sea. A lonely wooden pathway stops before the edge of blue, as if it knows that farther there is nothing left to prove. The clouds are drifting freely without choosing where to go. Maybe peace has always moved much slower than I know. Every wave arriving leaves another silver line, not to change the shoreline, only to remind. I don't need a perfect ending or a map that leads me home, just enough horizon to know I'm not alone. If tomorrow comes too quickly, I'll remember how it felt when the smallest island help my hurried heartbeat melt. The smallest island stayed much longer than a place. It became a quiet rhythm I could carry every day. The smallest island still appears behind my eyes whenever life grows louder or another season flies. Maybe home is simply any moment we can breathe, wide enough for silence, deep enough for peace to keep.
Today can stay exactly as it is. No list to finish, no clock to chase. The window carries a quiet breeze across the room, while sunlight settles softly on the wooden floor. A book remains half open where I left the page. A glass of something cold collects another drop of summer. Nothing is asking to become something more. Even the silence feels complete enough. Some days are brighter simply because there is nowhere we have to be. Nothing waiting beyond this afternoon, nothing calling any of us too soon. Only quiet water, only open skies, only little moments passing without trying. Nothing waiting, nothing left to prove. Every gentle heartbeat finds an easier groove. The distant shoreline softens underneath the light. White sails become small brushstrokes on the sea. A drifting seabird circles once above the waves, then disappears without disturbing anything. The air is warmer than I noticed yesterday. The sea keeps breathing with its patient rhythm. I never thought a slower hour could feel so quietly alive. Maybe peace look like this: a chair beneath the shade, a calm horizon, a page that doesn't need to be turned yet, and enough time to hear my own thoughts growing lighter. Nothing waiting except another wave, another breeze, another quiet day. Nothing waiting beyond the edge of blue, only the kind of stillness that gently carries through. I'll remember how this moment felt long after summer finds another sea. Nothing waiting, yet somehow everything I needed was already here. Light slips across the water like it has nowhere else to go. Every ripple keeps a picture only the sea will ever know. Sea glass catches little colors scattered by the afternoon. Each small piece reflects a story without asking to be found. The wooden pier grows warmer under quiet summer feet. Nothing feels forgotten, nothing feels incomplete. Every shining surface changes with the passing sky. Still the water keeps every color drifting by. There are moments too gentle to explain. They simply arrive and quietly remain. Water holds the light long after daylight moves away, keeping every silver memory floating on the waves. Water holds the light without asking it to stay, turning every passing second into something soft again. Even when the shoreline fades beyond my sight, I remember how the ocean carried every piece of light. Where the piece of driftwood rests beside the quiet sand, the tide returns so gently, it never asks for anything. White sails fade to tiny shapes somewhere near the edge of blue. A lonely cove grows peaceful as the evening passes through. Even shadows shimmer when the sea becomes so still. Every quiet reflection moves exactly where it will. The horizon never rushes toward the coming night. It simply keeps unfolding, one gentle shade at a time. If I lose this afternoon somewhere in another season, may I find it once again inside the smallest reflection, where sunlight touched the water, where the silence felt complete, where nothing needed changing to become enough for me. Water holds the light long after summer fades away, like a photograph the ocean never tried to save. Water holds the light inside every quiet view. Every wave keeps shining with a different shade of blue. I'll remember this horizon whenever days move fast, because the calmest moments always seem to last. Water holds the light, and somewhere deep inside, a little piece of summer still returns with every tide.
This hour moves a little slower than the last. The shadows wander across the stone path in the grass. A shell lies quietly beside the edge of weathered wood. No one came to place it there, it simply felt where it belonged. Far across the water, a white sail barely seems to move. Even distant silence has its own familiar mood. I almost walked right past these little things before, until today decided not to hurry anymore. There is nothing hidden, only moments we pass by, when our thoughts are racing faster than the sky. Slow enough to notice how the shoreline softly bends, how the smallest waves find their way again. Slow enough to notice sea glass shining near my feet, tiny scattered colors made ordinary complete. Even drifting seabirds circle without sound, showing me that stillness can always be found. A weathered fence faces toward the quiet bay. Salt is painted silver on the boards through every day. Small tide pools gather pieces of the afternoon, holding little reflections of the passing moon. Too soon, the breeze has left no message, only cooler evening air. Still it somehow changes everything that's there. The world becomes much larger when there's nothing left to chase. Every simple detail finds its rightful place. I used to think the days were disappearing. Maybe I was only walking much too fast, because this gentle coastline has been waiting all along, patient as the waves that never asked for more. Slow enough to notice every changing shade of stone, every quiet corner feeling like its own. Slow enough to notice what I couldn't see before. Peace was never distant, only easy to ignore. I'll remember this unhurried afternoon, whenever busy seasons fill the sky too soon. Slow enough to notice that the best days rarely shine, they simply stay beside us, one gentle moment at a time. Palm leaves sway above the quiet wooden chair. A woven hat rests where the sunlight used to fall. The air is warm, but never asks for anything, only the distant ocean breathing beyond the trees. Patterns of light move slowly across the table. An open notebook waits without another page. Some afternoons are made for doing less, until the silence feels comfortably alive. Nothing disappears when we slow our pace. Even ordinary moments leave a gentle trace. Palm shade keeping summer close, sheltering the little hours nobody controls. Palm shade moving with the wind, turning simple afternoons into somewhere I belong. Every quiet shadow changes with the sun, still it always finds me before the day is done. A hammock sways between two weathered trees, far beyond the garden. White sails drift done seeing. The old stone pathway leads toward the quiet shore, where smooth sea glass sleeps beside the sand. A wooden gate opens with the breeze, then settles back without another sound. Nothing here needs to be remembered, because every moment already feels complete. Perhaps peace never needed silence, only enough space to hear the waves between one thought and the next. Only enough sunlight to warm the place, where tired days can finally rest. Palm shade waiting through the day, holding every gentle hour without asking it to stay. Palm shade simple as the sea, showing how the smallest moments become the ones we keep. When another summer finds a different shore, I'll remember this feeling long before the view. Palm shade will always be a quiet place, returning inside me. Clouds keep changing without deciding where to go. They borrow every color from the late afternoon below. Along the quiet coastline, children's footprints fade away. The tide accepts them gently without trying to make them stay. A bicycle is resting beside a painted wooden fence. The world feels comfortably unfinished in the nicest kind of sense. Some days don't ask to become unforgettable, they simply leave a lighter heart behind. Maybe every peaceful place begins this way, by letting little moments come and go. If the clouds can wander without wondering what's ahead, maybe I can leave a few thoughts behind instead. Passing clouds drift across the open sky, never holding on to every reason why. Passing clouds teach me how to move without carrying more than I need to. Every changing color finds another view, just by letting go of yesterday too. Near the old lighthouse, a weathered bench faces west. The evening gathers slowly on its sun-warmed wooden seat. Small white flowers grow beside the coastal trail, leaning with the ocean wind, never asking where it leads. A paper cup of coffee has almost lost its heat. Still nobody rushes to stand up and leave. Somewhere beyond the water, another ferry disappears, leaving only circles quietly widening behind. Perhaps happiness has never been something waiting far away. Perhaps it passes by every afternoon, looking exactly like this. I'll remember how the sky kept changing without ever losing its quiet rhythm. Passing clouds never stay for long, yet somehow the feeling always does. When another season carries me elsewhere, I'll still find the shoreline waiting.
the peace remains with me.
Far beyond the harbor, morning boats have slipped away. Only one small sail remains against the distant bay. The boardwalk still remembers footsteps from another day. Now the empty shoreline finds its own unhurried pace. A quiet cafe window reflects the moving sea. Nothing asks for more than this open afternoon. I finally understand, some places never change. They simply welcome us a little differently. The farther that I look, the lighter everything becomes, as though the sky has room for every thought. Beyond every horizon, there may be somewhere new, but all I really needed was this endless view. An open horizon, wide enough to breathe, wide enough to leave behind everything unnecessary. Every wave reminds me nothing has to rush. Even distant places begin with one calm step. A row of painted houses faces quietly toward the sea. Their open shutters dance with the evening air. Small fishing boats rock gently in the harbor, each reflection breaking into softer lines. The smell of salt and weathered wooden docks blends with coffee cooling on the table. Every passing minute feels comfortably complete, without asking to become a memory. Perhaps tomorrow will arrive exactly as it should. Until then, I'll stay here, watching the horizon grow a little wider. An open horizon never promises the end. It only keeps reminding me how beautiful the middle can be. Every changing color, every quiet tide becomes another reason to slow my stride. An open horizon lives inside my mind. Whenever life grows crowded, I know where I'll return.
Between two gentle waves, a little silence lingers, long enough to hear the leaves above the shore. An empty wooden pier reaches into fading light, without expecting anyone to arrive. A folded beach towel waits beside the sand, as if the afternoon has only stepped away. Sometimes the smallest moments speak the longest, when nothing interrupts their quiet rhythm. Every pause has its own story, if we listen long enough. Quiet has a sound like disappear. Every peaceful breath becomes another melody, too gentle to notice yesterday. The last warm light slides across the wooden dock, leaving thin reflections between the quiet waves. Far beyond the cove, a lighthouse starts to glow, without asking to become the evening star. A bicycle bell rings somewhere inland, then slowly fades into the cooling air. Nothing feels empty, everything simply rests exactly where it belongs. Maybe silence was never silent. Maybe we've only forgotten how softly the world can speak. Quiet has a sound, I hear it every time. The sea and sky forget their distant line. Quiet has a sound, living underneath the ordinary moments we almost leave behind. When tomorrow comes, I'll carry this with me, not as a memory, but as a quieter way to live.
The cafe door stays open to the afternoon. Soft curtains rise with every passing breeze. Someone left a postcard on the table, its edges worn by more than summer days. A narrow street leads slowly toward the sea, stone walls glowing in the gentle evening sun. Nothing feels late, nothing feels early. The day unfolds exactly as it should. Maybe time has always moved this way. We only forgot how to notice. Without hurry, the hours find their place, like quiet waves returning to the shore. Without hurry, the light becomes enough to warm the little moments we once walked past. Every peaceful corner carries something true, not because it shines, but because it stays. Flower pots rest outside familiar windows. A sleepy cat stretches in the shade. An old bicycle leans against white stone, its faded basket still holding fresh bread. Far across the bay, a small ferry disappears, leaving only circles across the evening tide. The first small stars appear above the rooftops, one by one, without asking to be seen. If today never asked me to become anything more, perhaps that was enough all along. Without hurry, I finally understand the calmest roads are never far away. Without hurry, the heart remains changes without hurry. I'll always find my way back here.
The tide has written tiny lines across the sand, then quietly erased them before anyone could read. A pair of sandals wait beside the weathered steps, still carrying a little grain of summer. Far beyond the rocks, the evening water changes color, slowly welcoming the first cool breeze of dusk. Nothing has to stay forever, everything belongs just for a while. Maybe that's the reason every moment shines, because it knows how gently it will pass. Between two tides, the whole world seems to pause, long enough to hear my own heart settle. Between two tides, every worry drifts away like a little paper boat finding open water. Nothing disappears, it simply changes shape until another wave carries it again. Small lantern lights glow outside the harbor road, their reflections stretch across the quiet sea. An old blue bicycle rests beneath the wooden sign, waiting without wondering who might ride tomorrow. The evening breeze moves through the tall grass, leaving soft circles across the fields nearby. The shoreline slowly welcomes coming night without rushing the fading light away. The sea never keeps anything forever, yet somehow it always gives back a quieter heart. Between two tides, I found a slower rhythm, one that never asked to be remembered. Between two tides, the evening folded softly into one more peaceful hour beside the sea. When another shoreline finds me someday, I'll still carry this gentle horizon between two tides inside my heart.
Evening gathers along the quiet coastline. The last warm colors rest upon the sea. Wooden posts stand patiently in the water, casting long reflections toward the fading shore. A little sailboat returns without a sound, its white canvas folding with the day. Everything around me feels a little softer as daylight slowly lets the evening in. Some endings never come, another kind of calm, where the sky begins, the sea forgets its edges, every changing color blends into the next. Where the sky begins, I leave the day behind, not because it's over, but because it's enough. Every peaceful evening finds me here again, with nothing more to carry than this gentle view. The wooden boardwalk cools beneath my steps, tiny shells shimmer along the quiet sand. A small cafe closes its windows one by one. The scent of roasted coffee still lingers in the air. Far beyond the inlet, lights begin to glow like little stars, resting near the shore. The first cool evening settles on the water without asking anything at all. I don't need one more destination, only this horizon, growing softer as the daylight fades away. Where the sky begins, every worry loses weight, like the tide returning without making a sound. Where the sky begins, I always find a quieter version of myself. And when the night arrives, I'll carry this peaceful evening home with me. The sea grows darker, one gentle shade at a time. Even the waves begin to whisper lower. The boardwalk lights reflect across the water, stretching into places no footsteps ever reach. The evening air carries the scent of salt, and somewhere far away a quiet bell rings once. Nothing feels finished, nothing feels undone. The night arrives exactly as it should. Every day finds its resting place, without asking to be remembered. When the daylight leaves, the sea keeps breathing just as softly as it always has. Sea after sunset feels like opening a window inside my heart, where every hurried thought can finally become still. I don't need one more beautiful view. This peaceful evening is already enough. The cafe chairs stand neatly side by side, waiting for another slow summer afternoon. Small waves gather around the old stone pier, breaking into circles, then quietly returning. The sky is filled with deeper shades of blue, while distant boats become tiny lights at sea. I smile without knowing the reason.
The ocean never asked who I was, only invited me to stay for one more quiet evening. Disappear, they return in familiar sounds and quiet evenings and gentle tides, and in the calm we choose to carry home.
A silver line is resting where the water meets the day. The little island in the distance has nothing left to say. Palm leaves draw their shadows on the edge of an empty chair. I set the hours down beside me and leave them lying there. This is where the sea lets go of every weight I used to know. No road to follow, no place to prove, only the water finding room. The farther that the shoreline grows, the less I need to hold so close. Out past the noise, the world moves slow. This is where the sea lets go. A quiet boat is cutting through the blue without a sound. Its narrow trail is there a moment, then softly smooths itself out. The sunlight breaks in pieces, drifting farther from the land. Nothing here is asking me to understand. I thought I needed answers written clearly in the sand, but every wave removes them before they reach my hands. This is where the sea lets go of every weight I used to know. No road to follow, no place to prove, only the water finding room. The farther that the shoreline grows, the less I need to hold so close. Out past the noise, the world moves slow. This is where the sea lets go. Maybe it is simply this: a chair beneath the palms, a horizon without edges, and a day that does not ask what I will become tomorrow. Here is where the sea lets go of all the hours I carried home. No need to name what disappears. The tide can take it anywhere. The island fades into the light. The sky grows wider in my eyes. I breathe until the distance clears and let the water finish here. Beyond the quiet shoreline, the daylight lingers on the sea. Every wave keeps rolling gently, like it has all the time it needs. The breeze is moving through the palm shadows on the sand. I leave another restless question to disappear without a plan. Nothing here is asking for tomorrow, nothing rushes toward the night. Even silence feels much warmer when the water catches light. I don't count the miles behind me, I don't measure where they end. Some places ask you to keep moving, this one lets your heart descend into moments growing softer, into skies that open wide. Far beyond the shore I find a lighter way to breathe, where the hours lose their hurry like the waves beside my feet. Far beyond the shore the wind remembers every name, it carries all the heavy echoes somewhere they no longer stay. Every color feels much brighter, every thought becomes more slow. I never knew how little I needed until I watched the ocean flow. Clouds are drifting without knowing where the afternoon will end. Tiny boats become like brushstrokes, floating on the blue again. The island waits without a promise, still it never feels alone. Every tide returns with patience, every ripple finds its home. I can hear the distance breathing far beyond the edge of sound. Sometimes peace is only waiting where no answers can be found. If tomorrow finds this coastline, it can borrow what remains. I'll leave today's small expectations somewhere out among the waves. The sea has never tried to change me, it simply lets me look around long enough to notice how gently life can settle down. Far beyond the shore I don't need another reason, only watch the water dancing with an easy kind of peace. Far beyond the shore the sky grows wider as I go, every step becomes much lighter than the one I knew before. When the evening meets the ocean and the sunlight fades from blue, I'll bring home this quiet feeling like the tide returning to. Far beyond the shore I know exactly where I've been, not because I reached an island, but because I found the wind within.
Salt on my sleeves from the breeze that stayed all day. Tiny drops of summer never seem to fade away. The water keeps on laughing underneath the afternoon. Light is dancing slowly to an easy little tune. Nothing feels important when the tide begins to shine. Even empty moments find a place beside mine. Maybe all I needed was a little room to see how the quiet pieces still belong to me. Salt on my sleeves, sunlight in my hands, every little wave understands. Nothing has to hurry, nothing has to change. The sea keeps writing circles in the blue again. Salt on my sleeves, a smile I didn't plan. Somehow every gentle breeze knows exactly where I am. A sail becomes a white line melting into open skies. Clouds keep drifting farther without ever asking why. Footprints disappear before I think to turn around. Still I know this moment will be waiting in the sound. The island grows much smaller, but the feeling never leaves. Somewhere in the distance, summer quietly breathes. If I carry anything when this day is through, may it be the stillness painted into
Could the smallest island be enough for just one day? With nothing but the quiet and the waves to guide the way. No traffic in the distance, no voices passing through. Only scattered seashells keeping little pieces of blue. The afternoon keeps folding into softer shades of gold. Even the breeze grows gentler before the evening takes hold. I came here with a crowd in mind, too full to notice where I'd been. The sea never asked me questions, it simply let me settle in. Every tide keeps teaching without saying a word. Sometimes all the answers are the ones we've never heard. The smallest island doesn't need to call my name, still it somehow welcomes every part of me the same. The smallest island has no promises to keep, only sky above me and the endless breathing sea. Every quiet moment finds another place to stay, like sunlight on the shoreline, slowly warming up the day. Tiny shadows wander under slowly swaying trees. Light reflects in circles across the calm and open sea. A lonely wooden pathway stops before the edge of blue, as if it knows that farther there is nothing left to prove. The clouds are drifting freely without choosing where to go. Maybe peace has always moved much slower than I know. Every wave arriving leaves another silver line, not to change the shoreline, only to remind. I don't need a perfect ending or a map that leads me home, just enough horizon to know I'm not alone. If tomorrow comes too quickly, I'll remember how it felt when the smallest island helped my hurried heartbeat melt. The smallest island stayed much longer than a place. It became a quiet rhythm I could carry every day. The smallest island still appears behind my eyes whenever life grows louder or another season flies. Maybe home is simply any moment we can breathe, wide enough for silence, deep enough for peace to keep.
Today can stay exactly as it is. No list to finish, no clock to chase. The window carries a quiet breeze across the room, while sunlight settles softly on the wooden floor. A book remains half open where I left the page. A glass of something cold collects another drop of summer. Nothing is asking to become something more. Even this silence feels complete enough. Some days are brighter simply because there is nowhere we have to be. Nothing waiting beyond this afternoon. Nothing calling any of us too soon. Only quiet water, only open skies, only little moments passing without trying. Nothing waiting, nothing left to prove. Every gentle heartbeat finds an easier groove. The distant shoreline softens underneath the light. White sails become small brushstrokes on the sea. A drifting seabird circles once above the waves, then disappears without disturbing anything. The air is warmer than yesterday. The sea keeps breathing with its patient rhythm. I never thought a slower hour could feel so quietly alive. Maybe peace has always looked like this. A chair beneath the shade, a calm horizon, a page that doesn't need to be turned yet, and enough time to hear my own thoughts growing lighter. Nothing waiting except another wave, another breeze, another quiet day. Nothing waiting beyond the edge of blue, only the kind of stillness that gently carries through. I'll remember how this moment felt long after summer finds another sea. Nothing waiting, yet somehow everything I needed was already here. Light slips across the water like it has nowhere else to go. Every ripple keeps a picture only the sea will ever know. Sea glass catches little colors scattered by the afternoon. Each small piece reflects a story without asking to be found. The wooden pier grows warmer under quiet summer feet. Nothing feels forgotten, nothing feels incomplete. Every shining surface changes with the passing sky. Still the water keeps every color drifting by. There are moments too gentle to explain. They simply arrive and quietly remain. Water holds the light long after daylight moves away, keeping every silver memory floating on the waves. Water holds the light without asking it to stay, turning every passing second into something soft again. Even when the shoreline fades beyond my sight, I remember how the ocean carried every piece of light. Where the piece of driftwood rests beside the quiet sand. The tide returns so gently, it never asks for anything. White sails fade to tiny shapes somewhere near the edge of blue. A lonely cove grows peaceful as the evening passes through. Even shadows shimmer when the sea becomes so still. Every quiet reflection moves exactly where it will. The horizon never rushes toward the coming night. It simply keeps unfolding, one gentle shade at a time. If I lose this afternoon somewhere in another season, may I find it once again inside the smallest reflection, where sunlight touched the water, where the silence felt complete, where nothing needed changing to become enough for me. Water holds the light long after summer fades away, like a photograph the ocean never tried to save. Water holds the light inside every quiet view. Every wave keeps shining with a different shade of blue. I'll remember this horizon whenever days move fast, because the calmest moments always seem to last. Water holds the light, and somewhere deep inside, a little piece of summer still returns with every tide.
hour moves a little slower than the last. The shadows wander across the stone path in the grass. A shell lies quietly beside the edge of weathered wood. No one came to place it there, it simply felt where it belonged. Far across the water, a white sail barely seems to move. Even distant silence has its own familiar mood. I almost walked right past these little things before, until today decided not to hurry anymore. There is nothing hidden, only moments we pass by, when our thoughts are racing faster than the sky. Slow enough to notice how the shoreline softly bends, how the smallest waves find their way again. Slow enough to notice sea glass shining near my feet, tiny scattered colors made ordinary complete. Even drifting seabirds circle without sound, showing me that stillness can always be found. A weathered fence faces toward the quiet bay. Salt is painted silver on the boards through every day. Small tide pools gather pieces of the afternoon, holding little reflections of the passing moon. Too soon, the breeze has left no message, only cooler evening air. Still it somehow changes everything that's there. The world becomes much larger when there's nothing left to chase. Every simple detail finds its rightful place. I used to think the days were disappearing. Maybe I was only walking much too fast, because this gentle coastline has been waiting all along, patient as the waves that never asked for more. Slow enough to notice every changing shade of stone, every quiet corner feeling like its own. Slow enough to notice what I couldn't see before. Peace was never distant, only easy to ignore. I'll remember this unhurried afternoon, whenever busy seasons fill the sky too soon. Slow enough to notice that the best days rarely shine, they simply stay beside us, one gentle moment at a time. Palm leaves sway above the quiet wooden chair. A woven hat rests where the sunlight used to fall. The air is warm, but never asks for anything, only the distant ocean breathing beyond the trees. Patterns of light move slowly across the table. An open notebook waits without another page. Some afternoons are made for doing less, until the silence feels comfortably alive. Nothing disappears when we slow our pace. Even ordinary moments leave a gentle trace. Palm shade keeping summer close, sheltering the little hours nobody controls. Palm shade moving with the wind, turning simple out mixed waves between two weathered trees. Far beyond the garden, white sails drift unseen. The old stone pathway leads toward the quiet shore, where smooth sea glass sleeps beside the sand. A wooden gate opens with the breeze, then settles back without another sound. Nothing here needs to be remembered, because every moment already feels complete. Perhaps peace never needed silence, only enough space to hear the waves between one thought and the next. Only enough sunlight to warm the place, where tired days can finally rest. Palm shade waiting through the day, holding every gentle hour without asking it to stay. Palm shade simple as the sea, showing how the smallest moments become the ones we keep. When another summer finds a different shore, I'll remember this feeling long before the view. Palm shade will always be a quiet place, returning inside me. Clouds keep changing without deciding where to go. They borrow every color from the late afternoon below. Along the quiet coastline, children's footprints fade away. The tide accepts them gently without trying to make them stay. A bicycle is resting beside a painted wooden fence. The world feels comfortably unfinished in the nicest kind of sense. Some days don't ask to become unforgettable, they simply leave a lighter heart behind. Maybe every peaceful place begins this way, by letting little moments come and go. If the clouds can wander without wondering what's ahead, maybe I can leave a few thoughts behind instead. Passing clouds drift across the open sky, never holding on to every reason why. Passing clouds teach me how to move without carrying more than I need to. Every changing color finds another view, just by letting go of yesterday too. Near the old lighthouse, a weathered bench faces west. The evening gathers slowly on its sun-warmed wooden seat. Small white flowers grow beside the coastal trail, leaning with the ocean wind, never asking where it leads. A paper cup of coffee has almost lost its heat. Still nobody rushes to stand up and leave. Somewhere beyond the water, another ferry disappears, leaving only circles quietly widening behind. Perhaps happiness has never been something waiting far away. Perhaps it passes by every afternoon, looking exactly like this. I'll remember how the sky kept changing without ever losing its quiet rhythm. Passing clouds never stay for long, yet somehow the feeling always does. When another the distant bay. The boardwalk still remembers footsteps from another day. Now the empty shoreline finds its own unhurried pace. A quiet cafe window reflects the moving sea. Nothing asks for more than this open afternoon. I finally understand, some places never change. They simply welcome us a little differently. The farther that I look, the lighter everything becomes, as though the sky has room for every thought. Beyond every horizon, there may be somewhere new, but all I really needed was this endless view. An open horizon, wide enough to breathe, wide enough to leave behind everything unnecessary. Every wave reminds me nothing has to rush. Even distant places begin with one calm step. A row of painted houses faces quietly toward the sea. Their open shutters dance with the evening air. Small fishing boats rock gently in the harbor, each reflection breaking into softer lines. The smell of salt and weathered wooden docks blends with coffee cooling on the table. Every passing minute feels comfortably complete, without asking to become a memory. Perhaps tomorrow will arrive exactly as it should. Until then, I'll stay here, watching the horizon grow a little wider. An open horizon never promises the end. It only keeps reminding me how beautiful the middle can be. Every changing color, every quiet tide becomes another reason to slow my stride. An open horizon lives inside my mind. Whenever life grows crowded, I know where I'll return.
Between two gentle waves, a little silence lingers, long enough to hear the leaves above the shore. An empty wooden pier reaches into fading light, without expecting anyone to arrive. A folded beach towel waits beside the sand, as if the afternoon has only stepped away. Sometimes the smallest moments speak the longest, when nothing interrupts their quiet rhythm. Every pause has its own story, if we listen long enough. Quiet has a sound, like water touching stone, like distant gulls returning toward the bay. Quiet has a sound, it isn't made of words, it's hidden in the spaces where hurried thoughts disappear. Every peaceful breath becomes another melody, too gentle to notice yesterday. The last warm light slides across the wooden dock, leaving thin reflections between the quiet glow, without asking to become the evening star. A bicycle bell rings somewhere inland, then slowly fades into the cooling air. Nothing feels empty, everything simply rests exactly where it belongs. Maybe silence was never silent. Maybe we've only forgotten how softly the world can speak. Quiet has a sound, I hear it every time the sea and sky forget their distant line. Quiet has a sound, living underneath the ordinary moments we almost leave behind. When tomorrow comes, I'll carry this with me, not as a memory, but as a quieter way to live.
The cafe door stays open to the afternoon. Soft curtains rise with every passing breeze. Someone left a postcard on the table, its edges worn by more than summer days. A narrow street leads slowly toward the sea, stone walls glowing in the gentle evening sun. Nothing feels late, nothing feels early. The day unfolds exactly as it should. Maybe time has always moved this way, we only forgot how to notice. Without hurry, the hours find their place, like quiet waves returning to the shore. Without hurry, the light becomes enough to warm the little moments we once walked past. Every peaceful corner carries something true, not because it shines, but because it stays. Flower pots rest outside familiar windows. A sleepy cat stretches in the shade. An old bicycle leans against white stone, its faded basket still holding fresh bread. Far across the bay, a small ferry disappears, leaving only circles across the evening tide. The first small stars appear above the rooftops, one by one, without asking to be seen. If today never asked me to become anything more, perhaps that was enough all along. Without hurry, I finally understand the calmest roads are never far away. Without hurry, the heart remembers how to breathe a little more freely. I'll carry this quiet evening long after the season changes. Without hurry, I'll always find my way back here.
The tide has written tiny lines across the sand, then quietly erased them before anyone could read. A pair of sandals wait beside the weathered steps, still carrying a little grain of summer. Far beyond the rocks, the evening water changes color, slowly welcoming the first cool breeze of dusk. Nothing has to stay forever, everything belongs just for a while. Maybe that's the reason every moment shines, because it knows how gently it will pass. Between two tides, the whole world seems to pause long enough to hear my own heart settle. Between two tides, every worry drifts away like a little paper boat finding open water. Nothing disappears, it simply changes shape until another wave carries it again. Small lantern lights glow outside the harbor road, their reflections stretch across the quiet sea. An old blue bicycle rests beneath the wooden sign, waiting without wondering who might ride tomorrow. The evening breeze moves through the tall grass, leaving soft circles across the fields nearby. The shoreline slowly welcomes coming night without rushing the fading light away. The sea never keeps anything forever, yet somehow it always gives back a quieter heart. Between two tides, I found a slower rhythm, one that never asked to be remembered. Between two tides, the evening folded softly into one more peaceful hour beside the sea. When another shoreline finds me someday, I'll still carry this gentle horizon between two tides inside my heart.
Evening gathers along the quiet coastline. The last warm colors rest upon the sea. Wooden posts stand patiently in the water, casting long reflections toward the fading shore. A little sailboat returns without a sound, its white canvas folding with the day. Everything around me feels a little softer as daylight slowly lets the evening in. Some endings never feel like endings, they simply become another kind of calm, where the sky begins, the sea forgets its edges, every changing color blends into the next. Where the sky begins, I leave the day behind, not because it's over, but because it's enough. Every peaceful evening finds me here again, with nothing more to carry than this this gentle view. The wooden boardwalk cools beneath my steps. Tiny shells shimmer along the quiet sand. A small cafe closes its windows one by one. The scent of roasted coffee still lingers in the air. Far beyond the inlet, lights begin to glow like little stars, resting near the shore. The first cool evening settles on the water without asking anything at all. I don't need one more destination, only this horizon growing softer as the daylight fades away. Where the sky begins, every worry loses weight, like the tide returning without making a sound. Where the sky begins, I always find a quieter version of myself. And when the night arrives, I'll carry this peaceful evening home with me. The sea grows darker, one gentle shade at a time. Even the waves begin to whisper lower. The boardwalk lights reflect across the water, stretching into places no footsteps ever reach. The evening air carries the scent of salt, and somewhere far away a quiet bell rings once. Nothing feels finished, nothing feels undone. The night arrives exactly as it should. Every day finds its resting place without asking to be remembered. When the daylight leaves, the sea keeps breathing just as softly as it always has. Sea after sunset feels like opening a window inside my heart, where every hurried thought can finally become still. I don't need one more beautiful view. This peaceful evening is already enough. The cafe chairs stand neatly side by side, waiting for another slow summer afternoon. Small waves gather around the old stone pier, breaking into circles, then quietly returning. The sky is filled with deeper shades of blue, while distant boats become tiny lights at sea. I smile without knowing the reason. Perhaps I don't need one. The ocean never asked who I was, only invited me to stay for one more quiet evening.
disappear. They return in familiar sounds, in quiet evenings and gentle tides, and in the calm we choose to carry home.